Namaste and welcome again to Great Minds. The first quotation is from Nisargadatta Maharaj on causality, in a real sense causality, not one thing affecting the other. So he says, all that happens is the cause of all that happens. So what he is suggesting, or revealing rather, is that the whole universe, the earth, life on earth, everything is so connected, deeply connected with each force, each logic applying to the history, to the present time, how it has evolved. We are in it together. Nothing happens on its own, or not as one cause is producing a result. That one-on-one relationship does not exist. All is connected with all. And all that happens is the cause of all that happens. If we are on the planet Earth today, is connected to how the earth was formed, through the stars, how the earth became round, it was fireball, then how it became cool, how water came, how other animals preceded us, and how we came through that tree of life. Our DNAs, our constituents of our body, the bones, the skin, the hair, nails, there is not one cause for this. The whole thing has produced me and you. And we have collectively, or we are collectively producing what is happening in the world today. Maybe sometime there may be a trigger that 99% of the reasons for something to happen is there, that 1% is missing, and you may do that one specific thing that produces the outcome. And you may think that you need the credit to doing this, to producing the outcome. So actually none of us can do anything to produce any result, even small things. We eat the food from the plate to the mouth. So you say, I'm causing it. Well, for you to eat the food has to exist. You have to exist. Your arm with the power and motor function has to exist. The plate has to exist. The people who cook the food has to exist. Water has to exist. Air has to exist to make the food grow. Energy has to, all of that. So I don't want to make it a long explanation, but it's one of my favorite quotations. I am quite touched by it. In another quotation on causality, Nisargadatta Maharaj continues the same theme. Causality is in the mind only. Memory gives the illusion of continuity, and repetitiveness creates the idea of causality. When things repeatedly happen together, we tend to see causal link between the two. So causality is in the mind only. Mind sees things one after the other, one at a time. So there is a movement in the mind. And that memory relates one thing to the other. It may not be a real relationship, maybe artificial relationship or partial relationship. So memory gives the illusion of continuity. that you thought about 6 days ago, then something happened 5 days ago and 4 days. So this continuity is created by memory. And when that continuity is repeated, that every time you do this and then something happens, you think there is causality. For example, most mornings when you get up and you see the sunrise, so you may think, I'm making the sunrise. I mean, that's to the extreme. But many things happen together for many other reasons, but you think they are related and you give the name causality to that events happening in combination. Same theme here. Nick Herbert says, everything that might have happened influences what actually does happen. So this is basically reinforcing the same concept. This one from Michael Talbot, a little bit scientific terminology. Nothing even resembling causality exists on the atomic level. The appearance of causality on the level of everyday life is simply a statistical quirk. It so happens. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. When it happens, we catch it and ascribe causality to it. But at the atomic level, what he's hinting at is there is a lot of randomness. Sometimes particles can move backward in time, sometimes forward in time, sometimes they become waves, sometimes they are particles, sometimes they pass a wall and join together, sometimes they scatter. So a lot of uncertainty and randomness exists at the micro atomic level. So if that is the case, then how come at a macro level, we can imagine or we can suggest that one cause is producing one result. So that may be a little naive, but that dominates our daily life.